Sacramento State Hornets and the Bowling Green Falcons. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. And the Falcons headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency in this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Got enough for the first. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Curtis. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. So the Bowling Green Falcons offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the sophomore running back. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. Caught in the backfield. It's Sharp. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Complete in the middle. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Ridley. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Firing deep. Snags it on the right. Off to the races. Touchdown. set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Burrell. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes a handoff. It's Curtis. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fired in there, but incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Curtis.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. That incompletion is an engraved invitation to the punt team.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I think there's a couple of schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Puts it out of the air. Continues to fight for yards. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period. Bowling Green is on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Got a first down here to open the period. DB's right up on the receivers. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads it downfield. Upstairs to make the catch. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that offensive line right there.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
The Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw it. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. He wants to throw it. A little screen to the running back. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ridley. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And offensively, man, they just keep finding him time and time again, and he's making plays. And if I'm the defense, I got to do something different. Like, I got to put a safety over the top.
Might have a chance. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the 1st down.
Release to the back. Makes a catch. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The Falcons, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, BG.
Man, it's so nice to have it. They can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down...
Gonna take a shot. Makes a deep grab. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Curtis. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Makes the grab. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. The run inside. It's Curtis.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. It's on target and complete. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Right down the boulevard. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. These corners going to give them some space. Lets it fly. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 4 team, the Oklahoma Sooners.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Bowling Green has has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
This is exactly what we talked about at halftime. This defense, they have to get to the quarterback to get back into this football game. Make life hard, get some sacks, make some good momentum.
Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Turns it on in midfield. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Curtis. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Escapes the pressure to his right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Bowling Green's offense will take the field to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. He'll pull it down and run. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to go right back downfield. With the catch, it's Sims.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Zings it complete to the right. Shakes a man, he might take off. Touchdown, Bowling Green. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Complete on the left to Williams. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Now on first down from the 30. They'll run play action. Snagged out of the air. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Curtis. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking to throw. Finds a man in the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Touchdown, Sacramento State. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Yeah, and listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. And the returner will be dragged down. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his tight end. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Falcons line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Wants to throw it again. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you...
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. He'll pitch it. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again.
Maybe some room here. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Falcons just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. And you want that clock to run.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On the option, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. It'll be 3rd and long. He leaves it with the back. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 at the 26, certainly well within field goal range, but let's see if they choose to go for it here. 4th down, gotta have it here. Working that left side now. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over.